A lot of people, you know, say, "Oh, I found God. I found God." Well, where'd you find him at? Where'd you find him at? Because last time I checked, God wasn't never lost to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So where'd you find him at? You know, God came and found me. He came and found me in all my lostness. He came and found me exactly where I was at and met me where I was at. You know what I mean? On my road to Damascus. You feel me? Yeah. On my road to Damascus, he came right there, yeah, and knocked me off my donkey. You feel me? And that's where my conversion happened at. Feel me? Just like Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul was Saul, you understand me, on the road to Damascus. His conversion began, feel me? But he did his greatest work from where? Incarcerated, in prison, straight up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in prison, and ain't never even been to San Quentin, Tracy, Susanville, Pelican Bay, Chino. And by the way, all these institutions I just listed, I done touched. You know what I mean? And I'm not proud and I'm not bragging. You know what I'm saying? That's just where my journey has taken me through. But thank God that I lived through it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. What did it say? Jeremiah 29:11. What Jeremiah 29:11 say? For I know the plans that I have for you, not to harm you, but to prosper you. See, God knew that I was going to arrive when I was going to arrive. I was set apart, you know what I'm saying? But I had to go through what I had to go through to get to where I needed to get to. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't change absolutely nothing about my life. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I done been through has been the making of who I am today. On the way to where I'm going tomorrow, God willingly, and I wake up and see tomorrow. You feel me? I'm just a messenger, that's it. I'm a pilgrim. You want to know about me? Read about it. Read about it in Hebrews. Hebrews will tell you, I'm a pilgrim. What do pilgrims do? They travel. So that's what I'm doing. I'm a messenger traveling, and as I travel, I'm sharing the message that God gave me. And God gave me a message through the trials and tribulations of my life. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just thankful that I'm able to share it. You feel me? Because my stripes is another person's blessing. You know what I'm saying? So that somebody can heal from what I done already been through. You know? Each one teach one. She asked me if I ever thought about being a mentor. Man, hey, if that's what God puts in front of me, if God puts mentorship in front of me, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But best believe it's on the horizon, because God showed me that and revealed that to me when I was incarcerated. You know, it's called the vision, and I have to share with you. It's written out and everything, and it's basically each one teach one concept. Because like in Proverbs, what does it say? As iron sharpen iron, men sharpen men. You feel me? So therefore, that's what it is. I am my brother's keeper. I'm not my brother's fool. But I am my brother's keeper. You feel me? Yeah. I done been back a couple times. Lou, I done been back a couple times since Sac County, since that Fed case. Yep. I just went back June 10th, June 10th, 2015, I was re-incarcerated again. I did 20 months. This last time. I caught a case in Sac County. They gave me 4 years and 4 months. I did 20 months on that 4 years, 4 months. From June 10th, 2015, I got out February 10th, 2017. I went from Sac County to the branch, from the branch to Tracy, from Tracy to Susanville, from Susanville to Pelican Bay. I walked out of Pelican Bay February 10th, 2017. So yeah, I went back. But it was the most greatest thing that could have ever happened to me. Because it saved my life. Because I don't know where I'd be right now, to be honest. If I would have stayed on the path that I was on and stayed in the streets the way I was, I'd probably be dead. Straight up. That's the truth. And either dead from me drinking myself to death, number one, because I had cirrhosis of the liver. When I was arrested on June 10, 2015, I weighed 160 pounds, soaking wet. I had spots on my pancreas, and I was beginning stages of cirrhosis of the liver at 42 years old, bro. That's where drinking had took me. You know what I'm saying? That's where I took me in drinking. You know what I'm saying? So prison saved my life. And it allowed me to get sober. See, I'm not the type of alcoholic that can go inside of a program. I can't go inside of a program and just get sober. You know what I'm saying? My experience is different. My experience has shown differently that if I know that them doors is unlocked, guess what? When my conscience get to bubbling, when my conscience get to bubbling about everything that I've been suppressing within and holding inside, guess what? I'm gonna run out that dough, because what's on the other side of that dough look better than dealing with what's in my head, in my conscious box. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, God knew what I needed. God knew what was gonna take for me, the alcoholic of my kind, to get sober. And was to return back to incarceration. You know what I'm saying? But the funny thing is this, right? I came to a stop now. The funny thing is this, right? That I had a moment of clarity probably about a year prior to that, right? And that moment of clarity that I had was this right here. If I was gonna make it out of the eye of this storm, of this bottle that I'm trapped in, King Alcohol's dungeon. If I'm gonna make it out of this dungeon, I gotta go back to a familiar environment. You know what I'm saying? And a familiar environment for me is incarceration. Why? I've been incarcerated before the jails and prisons ever came into play. I've been incarcerated up here all my life. My whole life, I've been trapped in my head. You know what I'm saying? And the voices would not shut off. They would not turn off. You know what I'm saying? So I was only being incarcerated up here. It only conditioned me to thrive in an incarcerated situation. That's why I could thrive so well in jail, in prisons. It didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was already conditioned for it right here, inside my head. You know what I mean? And that ain't nobody's fault. That ain't my experiences in my childhood. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't blame nobody for that. You know what I'm saying? But thank God I realized what I realized. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I know that moment of clarity was real, because get this, right? I was sitting in a bar when I had that moment of clarity. Now, here, a year later, when I get arrested and they put me in Sac County. They put me in Sac County, and when they put me in Sac County, I stayed in there for 4 days, right? You've been in Sac County, you know, right? Inside them cells, it's like a tomb, right? Now get this, I'm going somewhere with this. Look, right? So on the 4th day, I was moved, right? When Martha and Mary, when they returned to the tomb, right, where Jesus was, right? He wasn't no longer there, was he? Right? On the 4th day, right? Boom, I get moved. I get moved on the 4th day from Tracy out. Lazarus, not Jesus, Lazarus was no longer there, right? So I get moved from 651 I Street, downtown, out to RCCC, right? When I get moved out there to RCCC, check this out. When I get moved out there to RCCC, I don't got no control where they can house me at, right? You know, because we come from the Bay. We ain't color coded. We ain't blood, Crip. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So they could put us anywhere, right? Get this though, and I got no control over where they put me. When they go to take us in houses, boom, they walk me and take me to a dorm setting, right? This dorm that they take me into, that they finna house me in, right? This dorm I was in was a dorm that I was in 5 years. 5 years previous. Now we talking 2000, this is 2015, right? So 5 years previous to that was 2010. 2010, I was in this same particular dorm, right? I came back to this dorm, not by chance, not by coincidence, not by accident, but by divine order. I came back to this dorm because Proverbs, 26:11, right? As a dog returns to his own vomit, so a fool repeats his own folly, right? I came back to this same particular dorm to see a bunk that I had slept in as a result from a DUI, and the DUI, I had caught it from that same bar where a year prior to June 10th, 2015, I had the moment of clarity that told me that I had to go back to prison in order for me to get sober and make it up out of this bottle that I done trapped myself in. That ain't by chance. That ain't by coincidence. That ain't by accident that I came back to see that bunk that I slept in as a result of a DUI. Straight up. God walked me back in to walk me back out. I'm going to say that again. God walked me back in order to walk me back out. That might have went over some of y'all head, but one day you might be able to grasp that. And the reason why I say that is because what was going on was God was bringing an ending with a new beginning. I say that again. God was bringing an ending to a new beginning. I was walking out of an old life and walking into a new life. When I left out of that jail cell, a spiritual awakening had began. What does it say in 2 Corinthians 5:17? Behold, we are a new creation in Christ. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things made new, right? Well, the newness is from within. The newness is from inside, because I look the same, but I'm not the same from within. I'm not the same in my heart. I'm not the same in my head. Because in Ezekiel 36, verses 26 through 27, God speaks about taking and removing that stony heart, that hardened heart, removing that and giving you a heart of flesh and giving you a new spirit. You see what I'm saying? And that's what transpired. But not only that, was that in each segment of that journey, Sac County, RCCC, Tracy, Susanville, Pelican Bay. 5. It was a 5-part phase. A 5-part phase that I went through. And each phase, when I entered, he was closing the door and I was walking into a new. Closing and walking into a new. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful that, that God sent me back to prison. You know what I'm saying? But I sent me back through my actions and behavior. But it sent me back to a place where I could be saved. You know what I'm saying? That I could be saved from me, my own worst enemy. Nobody else. Nobody else is to blame for my destruction, for my demise. Not my father, not the man that molested me, not, the girlfriend that left me, you know what I'm saying? No. Nobody is to blame for my demise. Me, with my own hands, I was my own worst enemy. I was my own destructive piece. Me. But get this. I can be my own destructive piece sober. I don't have to be drunk, stumbling in a bar. I can do this sober because left to my own devices, that's all I know. Because I'm a creature of habit. That's why I got to be shown how to live. And that's what my program does for me. My program does for me, and my God does for me what I can't do for myself. Because left to my own devices, all I know is destructive behaviors. Because why? Because I'm a creature of habits. Because I stopped drinking, I'm perfect? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. How am I going to be perfect when I stopped growing at the age of 6 years old? 6 years old. Feel me? I stopped growing and I stopped developing mentally, emotionally, and physically. I stopped growing. So you go from the age of six to 42. That's 36 years of life. 36 years of life that I stopped growing. I stopped developing. And I've only been out of prison a little over 3 years. I've been sober coming up on 5 years. I've only but scratched the surface. I've only but scratched the surface to this onion that I'm peeling of learned behaviors that came through my experiences. So to hold me to an expectation that, I'm perfect and I'm going to do everything right, that's an unrealistic expectation. And you setting yourself up and you setting me up for a failure to put me in such a way, because I am perfectly imperfect, right? So I'm flawed. You know what I'm saying? Man. Hey, I don't know. I don't know where this came from right now. But I don't know. I guess God, this is God. You know what I'm saying? God brought this out. God brought this about because guess what? I'm in Vallejo right now. I'm in Vallejo. This is where it all began. This is where it all began for me. You know what I'm saying? And even with it's so much going on in this city, I love this city. I love this city because this is where I call home. This is my home. It's so many good memories. Even though it's bad, it's so many good memories here. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm a Vallejo kid. I'm a Vallejo kid to the heart. You know what I'm saying? And if I can do anything to help my city, to help my community, to be productive in a community that I once poisoned for so many years. I spread poison in my city because I was poisoned. I was poisoned. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't do enough. Let me say that again. I can't do enough to give back to my city that I've taken so much from. That I've taken so much from. So I'm forever indebted that whatever God puts in front of me, whatever God puts in front of me to be of help in my community, in my whatever city I touch down in, but number one, Vallejo. Off top, number one, Vallejo. I got no option. I got no other choice but to stand up and be accountable. You know what I'm saying? Man. Hey. Life is a trip, man. Life is a trip, you know? I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I can go and be on the internet, you know what I'm saying? And what? My tears show, you feel me? I'm at a point in my life where I'm finally comfortable in my own skin. You know what I'm saying? That it don't make me lesser of a man because what? My tears are showing? Why? Because my body is healing. My body is healing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. My body is healing from the torment that me put me through. My body is healing. And that's what tears is. Tears is the body cleansing itself. Man. So don't, like I'm looking for pity. Nah, I'm not looking for pity because I'm not a victim no more. I'm not a victim to my experiences. I'm not a victim to my past. I'm not a victim to what other people have done. No, I'm a survivor, straight up. I'm a survivor that has feelings and that's built with emotions, and that's simply what they are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finally at a point where I'm comfortable with Marcus in my own skin. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it was something in this that somebody needed to hear, that somebody going through what they may be going through. I don't know. I move with the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And when the spirit is on you, you know what I'm saying? It comes out. It comes out. It comes out. Because obviously God knows better. You know what I'm saying? God knows who needs to hear it. God knows who was listening to this and needed to hear what they needed to hear. I don't know, and I don't need to know. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be willing that when the spirit moves, that I'm willing to open my mouth and let it out. Let it be shared. Because we got so much. We are living in so dark times right now. Even though the sun is shining bright, we are living in some real dark times right now. You know what I'm saying? The Antichrist is real. And it's going on right here on earth. You know what I'm saying? Revelations. We living in it. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't right, you might want to get right. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't passing judgment on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Because it's your relationship with God. But trust and believe, it ain't by chance or coincidence what's going on right now. Everything that's going on, uprising, man. Last days, get right with God. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't. My work schedule right now, I work Sundays. I don't go to church. You know what I'm saying? But I feed my spirit. I feed my spirit. My Bible stays in my car. My spiritual toolbox is in my car, and it goes with me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, because I don't go to church, does that make me less? No. Because guess what? Where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he said, there I am in the midst, right? And furthermore, check this out. God did not take me out the trenches. God did not allow me to live 25 years in them blacktops, on them streets, in and out of prisons. He didn't allow me to live 25 years through that, you know what I'm saying, to go run and go hide in a church. That's my belief, and that's my conviction. He didn't bring me out the trenches to go hide in church. No, he brought me out the trenches to send me back in the trenches. He sent me back. He brought me out the trenches to put me back on the front line. You feel me? To be a real soldier in the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? To go where other Christians is scared to go to. You know what I'm saying? To go up in them inner cities. To go up in them dark places, in them dungeons. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? I go with the Spirit of God. You feel me? So I'm a child of God. So I'm protected going in and coming out. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I mean? So therefore, he cleaned me up to send me back in. Mission work. Mission work. You know about missionaries? I grew up in a missionary Baptist church in Vallejo. Friendship Missionary Baptist Church, right? And I had this epiphany when I was in Tracy. When I was in Tracy, I said, I'll be. Because everything that was happening while I was in there and how he was using me while I was behind them walls where couldn't none of this be seen, no internet, none of that, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't meant for nobody on the outside of the walls to see what was going on the inside of the walls. All they needed to see was what came out. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like the caterpillar and the butterfly. We don't see what goes on inside the cocoon, right? So trust and believe that he showed me that you on a mission. You on a mission. And I'm preparing you for that mission. You already was being prepared through everything that you lived through. Your experiences. Your experiences is your best product. That's your best aspect, is your experiences. Now, I'm finna clean you up so you can be able to righteously use your experiences, not to glorify what you was into, but to show somebody a different way. That part right there. So it's with having seen that and coming to that understanding that I knew that God was not cleaning me up to go hide inside somebody's church. No, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? He put me back on the front line. Straight up. Straight up. Put me on the front line to do what I have been trained to do what I have been called to do. Straight up. And anybody who know me, that's been following me, this journey, that's been following me these little over 3 years that I've been home, that I've been out, know that at any given moment, I stay ready. I stay ready for whatever circumstances that God puts in front of me to be able to be of service to my Father. You know what I'm saying? Because I must be about my Father's business. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So, therefore, I'm always ready. I'm always prepared, you know what I'm saying, to be of service. That's just where I'm at. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a trip that this hit me, today. Today, the last day of May, because next month, God willingly, I'm getting ready to celebrate, 5 years. 5 years that I ain't had a drink in my body. I ain't smoked no marijuana. And I ain't smoked no cigarette. By the grace of God, in a 12-step program, and the fellowship, and my support group. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't been no walk in the park. It ain't been no walk in the park, not at all. You know what I'm saying? I done stumbled. I done even failed. But by the grace of God and his mercy, I done got back up, dusted myself off, and I done kept on moving. I done kept on one day at a time, kept on stepping and practicing these principles in all my affairs. You know what I'm saying? Have I done it perfectly? Absolutely not. Because if I done it perfectly, then I wouldn't have failed, I wouldn't have stumbled, You know what I'm saying? But that's just it. My mistakes are my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? My mistakes are not for somebody else to use them against me. No, absolutely not. And I won't allow you to use them against me. My mistakes are for me to learn from. You know what I'm saying? To keep from not repeating them. You know what I'm saying? Because you do it a second time, third time, it ain't no mistake no more. It's a conscious choice. Straight up. It ain't a mistake. It's a conscious choice. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I've been on here a little long, a little winded, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just what came out. You know what I'm saying? It's just what came out. I guess God had this on my heart. I guess because when I went to the Berkeley Marina, you know what I'm saying, my heart was heavy. You know what I'm saying? God knows best, right? And then it took, my partner, an old school partner I've been knowing since junior high school, Lewis. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing Lewis since junior high school, man, many, many, many years. You know what I'm saying? And talking with him, it just opened up. You know what I'm saying? So am I going to fight it or am I going to go with it? Well, y'all sat here and listened, so obviously I went with it, man. So I'm going to get ready to tap off of this live, you know what I'm saying? But, man, all those that follow me, you know what I'm saying, that's been supporting me. Hey, what's up, Redbone? You know what I'm saying? That's been sis, Carrie, you know what I mean? That saw me when I was toe up on that alcohol. Hey, I appreciate from the bottom of my heart those that have truly followed me and supported me and encouraged me. That saw me in my struggles. That saw me in my struggles and now can honestly share in my successes. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. Because this is what my Facebook page is about. This is what it's about. A day in the life. A day in the life of a recovering alcoholic, man. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it authentic as to the best of my ability as I can. You know what I'm saying? So that don't mean I just share all my successes. No, I get on there and I share my failures too. I share my mistakes too. Please believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because how somebody else gonna know what, you know what I'm saying, how another person got through something. You know what I'm saying? You got to share both aspects. You know what I'm saying? That's what give it authentic. That's what make it genuine. Man, You know what I'm saying? And man, sis, thank you. Thank you. Man, you already know. My sister know. My sister that's on here right now. You know what I'm saying? Man, she didn't have to put me, I put you like this. I done been so messed up on that alcohol, she didn't have to put me in a taxi cab and send me home because I'm toe up and tripping in the club. Toe up, broke down. You know what I'm saying? Because alcohol is a depressant. You know what I'm saying? She done been there, seen it. You know what I'm saying? And to see where I was and to see me where I am, she can truly celebrate and know that miracles exist. We still, as dark as it is that we living in, miracles still exist in this day and lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I love my sis, Carrie. Carrie, man, I love you. You know what I'm saying? From the bottom of my heart, man. You know, it's truly, man, if those that know Pepper on here, she know what it was like when we was drinking. You know what I'm saying? It's people on here that can really, you know what I'm saying? I got you, Lou. I got you. I'm gonna lock your phone number in. It's people on here that really know what it was like when I was drinking, man. When I was drinking. You know what I'm saying? Man, I wasn't cool. I wasn't cool. I wasn't somebody that you wanted to be around. You feel me? I mean, don't get me wrong. I was a good person, but on that alcohol, I was unpredictable. I was unpredictable. The big book describes it as Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. But guess what? Dr. Jekyll wasn't even present no more. It was just straight Mr. Hyde. You know what I'm saying? And man, but God saw better, man. God saw better. You feel me? And rescued me from me. You know what I'm saying? So it's people on here that's really been in my corner and really just watch me grow. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, just sat back and allowed me to take the steps. Supported me, but allowed me to take the steps. You know what I'm saying? As a baby crawling and learning how to walk again. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to live life again. This is every day, let me just say, every day, a day sober is a day that I ain't never lived before. You know what I'm saying? So every day that God blesses me to wake up and get off of my bed sober, this is a day that I ain't never lived before. So every day is a new experience. It's a new experience in a new life, in a new way of living, under a new understanding. You know what I'm saying? But then there's that old me. You feel me? There's that old me because I got an ego and I got pride. You feel me? And that's my own worst undoing. My ego is not my amigo. It is not my friend. My ego is not out to help me. My ego wants to destroy me and will destroy me if I give in to my ego. Please believe it. So I constantly have to do things to separate and divorce myself from me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not easy. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, one day at a time. One day at a time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, looking back over it, I can truly see something beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I can see something beautiful. You know, Marvin Sapp got a song, and it's called Comfort Zone. And he talks about it's not comfortable sitting in the potter's chair. Sitting in the potter's chair, you know what I'm saying, and being molded and being sculpted. You know what I'm saying? Because we clay, right? And so the potter sculpts us and molds us into what he wants to be like, but we want to go against it. Number one, because fear is right there. Fear is prevalent, you know what I'm saying? And we are afraid of the unknown because we don't know what it's going to be like. You know what I'm saying? So we rather stay in something that ain't working for us, something that ain't for us, something that's causing us pain, causing us misery. We rather stay in that than to step into something that's unfamiliar and unknown. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what his song is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of them comfort zones. Coming out of them comfort zones ain't easy. But them comfort zones is danger zones. They dangerous because we become complacent. You know what I'm saying? And we become stagnant. We become stuck. That's why you find people that stuck in time zones. You know what I'm saying? Some people still stuck in the 90s. Some people even still stuck in the 80s. Right? Because they stagnant. They stuck there. They didn't change with the time. So the time changed against them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what them comfort zones do. And that's how them comfort zones look. We get stuck. I'm most definitely a candidate in that. You know what I'm saying? But it's when it's uncomfortable. I'm going to say this again. It's when it's uncomfortable is when we grow. When it's uncomfortable, it's leading us and causing us to level up and to grow and to extend. When it's uncomfortable. That's why they say doing what's uncomfortable till it becomes comfortable. So, hey man, Pepper. What's up, sis? I'm just out here in the V town. You know what I'm saying? You know, just want to wish everybody a happy Saturday. God bless the Floyd family, George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? His family. What's going on? What's happened to that man? The girl in Louisville, Kentucky, the jogger over in Georgia, you know what I'm saying? All these different travesties that's happening, man. I just want to say prayers and shots to them families, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to speak about anything else. I'm not going to get political or none of that because this ain't even about that. I just want to take the time to give my condolences and send my prayers and send my heart to those families. You know what I'm saying? My political views and whatnot, that's not for this. You feel me? That's a whole nother life or whatnot. So hope everybody is blessed, encouraged, you know, when the going get going, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's when you hardest hit, you must not quit. You know what I'm saying? So, as I always say, as I wrap up, as I always say, positive vibes, positive energy, with positive thoughts, you can't help but manifest positive results. It may not come instantly, but they come. You just got to stay the course. So with that, I love everybody. I love y'all. Hey, man, let's keep on keeping on. Let's keep on pushing this and keep on doing this movement, man. I love y'all, and I'm going to tap out, man. God bless from the heart. I love y'all.